Uncle Cummins here, y'all. Now, can you dig this? Somebody done finally decided to do some stomp down trucking. And after 90 days, I sure enough needed the oil flowing through my system anyway. Thing is, I'm wondering where we stepping to. And to a further extent, I'm just glad to have the opportunity to even be hollering at you providers again.
YouTube, what's good with y'all? It's your man Gip, back with another video, back with another trucking vlog. It sure does feel excellent to be back in the saddle after a long 90-day, literally 90-day hiatus. July 1st is the date. Got my nose cutting across this Mojave Desert, 110 degrees on the temperature reader. And yeah, I'm back out here trucking, guys. It's a trip, man. I didn't realize I had not been in the saddle for over 3 months. But when it was time to do my quarterly, this is the first time I've ever put non-operation on my IFTA quarterly file. Return, that's something. Literally 90 days. Today's the first, back out here grinding. Seen something good on the spot market, jumped on it. Guess they raised the rates up just a tad bit prior to the 4th of July holiday that's upon us. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and show your boy some thumbs up love. Hit the like button. And I'm back, guys. Got a heavy hot load heading over to the state of Utah. Not deep, far north up in the Salt Lake. I'm just going right there at the border of Nevada and Utah to the little town of St. George. Got like, I guess it's some type of flooring material back there, pretty heavy. Thinking about going through a scale. I know I said every time I would see this PSI pressure gauge for my weight teetering above 50 PSI, I think it's pretty wise for me to go through a CAT scale before I go through that scale that weights me as soon as you cross into the state of Utah. But right now I am maybe about 30-40 miles away from Las Vegas, Nevada. Sin City. Get on past Sin City. Gonna try to shut it down right there at that new TA that's been open for probably just under a year now, right there in Littlefield. Shut it down right there. Plenty of parking. Hopefully it's not sold up by the time I get there. You know, I should arrive around 7 p.m. That's kind of pushing it in terms of truck parking. But want to tap back in with you guys, get the vlog rolling, get this load delivered. And yeah, truck life. Tripped off of sometimes when you come through this area, these monsoons, you catch this little light rain like this, as hot as it is. I'm really not complaining because this truck is so filthy. I started to go to the truck wash before I struck out across this desert over to St. George. Decided not to, which now I'm glad I didn't, but now I'm just hoping for the rain to kind of get a little bit more heavy to get all the bird poop and all the cobwebs off this thing, man. Black Dog has been resting in the driveway for over 3 months. It's crazy, man. Just been working real hard on some other things I got going on, but this is what I wanted to point out to you is just, you see all these raindrops on my windshield. It is a trip. I kept getting alerts talking about severe thunderstorms may affect your route. But when the weather's this hot and then you get this rain, like, man, it's crazy, man. So it's gonna be a scorcher tonight. I sure hate idling this truck, but it's either idle it or be up in here miserable at 90 and 100 degree weather trying to get some rest. I ain't gonna be able to do that. It's coming down pretty good right here, man. We are on the south end of the strip. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get off and go over to this gentleman's lounge, hang out for about 30 minutes. Like I said, do my little 30-minute break there. Sure, they're gonna be cutting up on one out here in the next couple of days for the 4th. Absolutely glad I did not run into any of that northbound traffic coming out of LA with everybody wanting to come run and pack up in Vegas for the 4th of July festivities. Highway was wide open once I got outside the metro area of LA.
Old Sin City, Las Vegas. I just love when we show up in this town. Are we getting this weight off my back here or just stopping through? Either way, y'all know your favorite uncle is with all the business you dig.
Old Palace Station, that's my go-to, that's my spot whenever I'm delivering to Vegas. Right behind there. Me and wifey, it's been a minute. She loved going up in that oyster bar. They got the best seafood in the Palace Station. Best seafood I've had in Vegas. See, he banging that left. He probably finna go get parked up in the back. Cool little low-key spot behind there. You ever through Vegas, Palace Station got great food and great parking in the back for truckers, man. Well, I'm here at the Gentleman's Lounge. I hope you guys wasn't thinking I was talking about one where they in there shaking their ass. About to go up in there and give me a fat stogie to pull on. I like how they got them El Toro Sweets, they own house cigar. Just letting the motor cool down for about 5-10 minutes before I shut off. This big Cummins under the hood. Do a quick little post trip. Super breezy, warm breeze, like a tropical breeze blowing through here, huh? The spot is In Fuego Cigars. That's where I like to come hang out at. Smoke, chill with the fellas. I love the humidifier. And I normally get this Toro Sweet. I think today I'm gonna try a Grande Sweet, smoke in-house. The Grande Sweet feels a little hard though. I don't feel too fresh, man. I think I'm gonna stick with my Toro Sweets. And I didn't know they have a Maduros. Toro Maduro. I think I'll smoke in-house the Toro Maduro. Nope. Stick to what I know, man. Show y'all my little setup, man. Got my Pellegrino. Had this little small lighter, which I'm glad I didn't have to buy one. Just filled him up. He's still working good, even though they provide plenty lighters. So go ahead and get this baby popped open and enjoy my little 30-minute break and go on and knock down these other little 70, 80 miles I got to the truck stop where I'm gonna be shutting down at for the night. One of these cutters. Love coming to this lounge though. I always got a good game going. Always a cool ambiance, cool crowd. Never had no complaints about En Fuego. On a little private table. Always a cool crowd. Everybody pretty much minding their business, enjoying in their sticks, gathering their thoughts, enjoying in the game, and what a way to blow some steam off. So you can see, based on this scale ticket, I am good on my steer. Drive axles 33.8, trailer 34, gross weight 75.7. We all good, man. Do not have to pay for a reweigh today. This little 15 bucks is much cheaper than going across that scale, getting hit upside the head for 250 for being overweight on one of the axles. Okay, so I made it into the TA here in Littlefield, Arizona, getting ready to shut it down. Make sure I'm at those people's door, knocking on the shipping receiving door bright and early at 8 a.m. But I know one thing, it sure does feel good to be back in the saddle, guys, being back out on the road, even though this is a little short, regional short hop, as far as I'm concerned. 400 miles from LA, it's not too bad. Got over here fairly easy. Enjoyed my little moment hanging out at the Cigar Lounge. Not too crowded in the lot of available spaces, which is good. I always try to get like somewhere off, ducked off in the corner somewhere where, you know, because it will start filling up in the wee hours, and I hate trucks in and out, backing in and out of you on the side. You know how that is, man. You know, there's plenty of room. This is a massive parking lot, so a person shouldn't have no problems with getting backed in to get parked up for the night. But yeah, I haven't been posting, man. I'm back. You know, I love posting these videos. I love YouTube. I love being creative and sharing my thoughts and ideas with you guys. But as you know, some things you just have to keep personal. That's why I haven't posted in like over 20 days. I have been working sun up to sundown in LA, working on another project that me and the wife are dealing with. Also, that rental property that, you know, I've took you guys to a couple times and showed you where we were doing some evictions, and I got the place all emptied out. Believe it or not, man, the 3-bedroom unit in the back caught a fire. We were under the assumption that maybe it was a disgruntled tenant came back and started the fire. Arson investigators had came out. I had my phone, I pulled my phone out. I was getting ready to start vlogging it in full detail when the firemen pulled up. They pulled up like crazy. I never seen, you know, I know that's why they call them firefighters, but them dudes seriously be fighting the fires, man. I had all these padlocks on the gate, and I was trying to get them taken off before they got there so they wouldn't destroy it trying to get to the back unit. Man, they brung out those jaws of life. That saw went through that gate like a hot knife through butter. A couple of the guys ran around to the neighbor's yard. They was trying to jump over their gate, but they had all that heavy firefighter equipment on, and that wasn't working out too good for them. So they went through the gate, they rushed to the back, got the fire put out. The captain came over, spoke with me, told me the arson investigators would be out. They went looking around, looking for any type of accelerants or whatever it is that they look for when people start fires. Told me they couldn't find nothing. But what's crazy was how he was mentioning the fact to me how he had noticed some vermin, a lot of vermin nests. You know, a lot of rodents was in that back unit, obviously living in the walls. And long story short, he basically, in so many words, was telling me that rats will be chewing through the wires and could create like a spark in the wires. Basically what happened was some doggone rodents caused the fire. It didn't destroy the whole unit, but it did mess up the bathroom. That's where it had started. But, you know, the firefighters did more damage as far as I'm concerned than what the fire did, man. They cut about a 6x6 gaping hole in the roof with their saws, tore up the gates just to get back there, but they had to do what they got to do. But I'm not complaining. I've just been going through a lot, dealing with that, you know, dealing with this fire issue, dealing with the other situation with me working sun up to sundown. I basically had to keep that private as of now, until I see the ending results of how things are going to work out, and maybe I'll share that with you in a later video. But I really didn't have any time to be holding up the camera and keeping the vlog in my hand. As much as I love it, as much as I love interacting with you guys, I think it's sad how you got to keep a lot of stuff private, not from the people who don't know me, not from my YouTube community, people that, you know, we communicate with each other through the comments. I appreciate you guys. It's the people that personally know me and my family who watch, and you know, you just can't trust everybody. I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. People have a lot of larceny in their heart. They covet a lot, and you know how it is. You know, they hate what they can't be. So I don't want to be ruffling too many feathers, bad mouthing people, and people take it the wrong way. You know, if the shoe fits, wear it. But some stuff you just got to keep off the internet. We back in the rig. Plan on getting out a lot more now that, like I said, I done finished up that one project. The roofer guy, he had already been over there fixing the roof from the fire. So just steady hitting speed bumps in the road. You know, problems always are going to arise. I'm convinced of that. It's never going to be over with until you're dead and gone. You're going to always be faced with problems and stuff that you got to deal with and address. But the main thing is just to not lay down, keep grinding, keep moving forward, keep God first, keep your eye on the prize, stay grinding, and, you know, like they say, stay down till you come up. But I've been going through some really heavy head stuff to where it's just like, honestly, I just couldn't pick the camera up, man, and share it. But I'm back, you know, in full stride. Ain't no way through it but to do it. I appreciate every last one of you guys for tuning in. It is, what time we got, man? 10 p.m. Not really tired. About to see what I can find as far as a movie. You know, I like to keep it locked on that Weather Channel, man, even though they don't really have nothing crazy, super severe going on in this area of the States, but that's just something that I like to watch. But I checked out that Accountant 2. That was vicious. Netflix, I don't know. I'm starting to have second ideas about Netflix. Netflix is bunk, man. I'm about ready to just go ahead and cancel my subscription with them and just go ahead and make, you know, get that little bread to Prime Video, because they are way more in tune with what people really want to see. These little Mickey Mouse movies Netflix got, as far as their new releases, ain't gonna cut it. So yeah, we in the sleeper. It is 105 degrees. I definitely have to idle this truck. I got the AC blowing in here. It feels excellent in here. About to throw a sheet on this mattress. Put this farthest away from me, down on that end somewhere. Prop up on these pillows, man, get some shut-eye, get ready for this delivery in the morning. I sure hope they snatch this stuff off as quick as they put it on. If I'm there at 8, hopefully I could be pulling out of there by, here comes somebody pulling in on the side of me now. Just like I always suggest. If I'm there by 8, hopefully I'm back on the highway by 9, be back down the road, be back in LA by the afternoon sometime, and get ready for my 4th. We're supposed to be hanging out in the backyard, barbecuing. And man, he cutting it too hard trying to get up in there. Instead of just doing a straight line back. Don't you think it's crazy when you see people do certain maneuvers to park when they really don't even have to do that? Where I'm parked at, it's wide open in front of me. He's doing a damn alley dock when he didn't even have to. All he had to do was pull straight out. When he moves out the way, it's wide open in front of me like the Red Sea. All he had to do was pull straight and do a straight line back. Why make it hard for yourself to back in? It's another truck over there to the right. I'm right here to the left. He's doing way too much maneuvering to park when all he had to do was pull up. He just, come on, man. I mean, I'm not knocking nobody. Everybody got their own techniques, but I mean, sometimes you got to just pull up and look and see what's going on with your surroundings in the best plan of action to get into a hole where you need to go without, you know, running the risk of tearing up somebody's stuff, man. Look at this. Now look in front of me, guys. Look. If you were sitting right here and wanted to park right here where he's parking, wouldn't you just turn right and pull straight? Look at all that room up there. It's wide open. So after all that, now he's doing just that. Look, that's all he had to do. Pull forward. Come down this way, turn, pull forward. So he done 2 maneuvers, man. He double working. He just tried to do an alley dock, that didn't work. And now he's backing it right on in here, the correct and easy way, the way that he should have did it from the first place. This trucking is something, man. You got to really use your brain when you out here. These truck stops, they terrify me sometimes. Just from people, you know, not doing things the right way and the smart way, to avoid any problems with these insurance companies. Because Whether you in the right or wrong, any claim that you make to your insurance company, they gonna make you pay for it severely at renewal time. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down for the night. I'm gonna tap back in with you guys tomorrow. About to see, like I say, if I can find me a good film on. Pop me one of these cold Topo Chicos, kick my feet up in the Black Dog, and count some sheep. Hopefully all this rumbling from this Cummins don't keep me up all night. As soon as I get used to it, I get out the truck. I've been sleeping in my nice big California King for the last 3 months. So now being back in a semi truck, sleeping with this motor running and rattling under your back all night, either it's gonna rock me to sleep and have me sleeping like a baby, or it's gonna irritate me all night and I'm not gonna be too rested in the morning. But either way it go, we back on the vlog, we back grinding. Amanda Pfeiffer, I appreciate that comment you left for me. It's a young lady that be watching. She's always commenting. We go back and forth through the comments. I communicate with each and every last one of you. If I haven't, I either haven't seen the comment, or sometimes I don't know what be going on with YouTube. But Amanda, I appreciate that comment that you dropped as far as telling me to keep going. Sometimes I need to hear those encouraging words from you guys. And because it's very rare that I get them from people that I really don't fool with a lot of people anyway to hear any good feedback. But I do appreciate all the great comments that you guys all leave. But Amanda Pfeiffer, I appreciate that. That really resonated with me. I appreciate that. And I'm going to take you up on that. I'm going to stay grinding. I'm going to stay putting my foot through the lens of this camera. I'm going to keep doing my part. I just need you guys to continue to do your part. Just show your boy some thumbs up love. Top of the morning, good people. We are up and at 'em. Rise and grind. It's about, what, 6:19 right here. I didn't dawn on me that as soon as you cross over into St. George, the clock springs forward 1 hour. So I am not budging until my clock has reset at the 10 hours. I got about another 25-30 minutes. Now I did figure out how to go on there and to edit the time of arrival. I think I got here last night at 8:43, but I end up not logging off till like 9:20. That be the forgetful stuff that I be doing that can cost me precious time and getting farther down the road. Because when the place opens up at 8, I want to be there to get this stuff off of me and start heading on towards my next run. You dig? So we here. Was kind of undecided as to whether or not if I felt like doing some nice hot coffee this morning, but I think I'm just gonna go with some nice cold agua, water. This temperature gauge did not go below 95. It's actually 93. It's 93 degrees at 6:20 in the morning. So it's gonna be a scorcher. You can see those beautiful mountains right there ahead of us. Slept pretty good in here. Either this AC is too cold, and then when you turn it off, you start getting a little bit warm back there, but I fought through it. I was able to get enough rest in to get me up the road and get me back down the road without feeling too fatigued with driving. But I'm about to get out, do a quick little pre-trip this morning, kill my little 20-30 minutes, checking over the tires, looking over the trailer. Time, let me see what I got left, man. Because I am not fooling around with these AZ DOT. 19 minutes and 45 seconds before we move this truck. So that's where we at with that. Let's step out here, man, and look over some things. Let's look over some things. Check some caps on the fuel. Fuel caps, air lines, electrical lines. Tap on these tires a little bit. guys know it's very important to do this, man. You never know when you get some little sick-minded individual who likes to creep around the truck stops, bothering people's equipment while they're resting. Beautiful morning, man. Actually feels pretty good out here. Don't feel like 93. It's a beautiful Kenworth right here. All the way from Holland, Michigan. -10 on the reefer. Beautiful truck, man. Let's check these tires. Check our lock on our load. Another thing I noticed, this is a pretty clean truck stop. The guys is doing an excellent job and not just coming to the back of the trailers like how you normally see it. Normally come back here in the back and it just be, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's up, man? All right. Yeah. I seen you getting it on with the dumbbells last night. I said, that's what's up. I got to get it in, huh? That's right. All right, have a good day, man. All right, now. Right now, I'm sure a lot of you guys that have been all over the map have come through this portion of Arizona, the Virgin River Gorge. I love driving through this little strip of land. He's coming through these canyons right here. It's really beautiful. I think my top picks of highway scenery, #1 would go to Interstate 70, quite naturally going through those Rocky Mountains of Colorado. #2 would be here, but it's short-lived. I mean, you get through here in like 11, 12 miles. And then I would have to say the northwest area up in the mountains of Oregon and Washington. Really beautiful up through there as well. But when you drive through here, it really looks like they carved this out themselves and made this highway come through here, but it's really beautiful stretch of land coming through here. It's crazy how you get that little adrenaline starts pumping every time you come through one of these freaking scale houses. Even when you know your truck is in tip-top condition, your logbook is up to par, you still come through here just like holding your breath, because it's like, who wants to sit there and have to be explaining themselves or answering any questions to any rude authority figures this early in the morning, man? But it is what it is. I had seen a couple of them posted up back there. I'm pretty sure it's some down here on this other end, looking for the guys that blow past here. Currently getting unloaded into the dock. It was one truck here ahead of me, but they only are using one dock to unload for right now. Tandems is slid. Definitely not as hot as it is in that desert here in Utah. The weather here is a lot more pleasant. Black Dog sitting here ready to strike back down that 15 south. Beautiful day here in St. George, y'all. As you can see here, a mini of door has been ruined by this right here. Dock 11 to put in some work on mini of a man's door. Feels like they up here towards the front, man, so should be back stepping down through beautiful southern Utah any minute now.